That looks like that thing from those ghost shows. Where the little...
One's near.
Do you ever see that?
There's one near.
Do you believe any of that equipment's real?
No, it's all dumb shit with fucking LEDs on it.
I like when they had the speak and spell. Run. Chicken. Run.
What's it saying? Saying update? I'm not going to update now.
It says all sorts of weird shit, and then they try to, like... Or they have that weird sound, and then they try to convince you that it said something.
Yeah. You think that's real?
No, none of that's real.
Speak and spell. It's the sign of the devil.
Speak and spell?
Yeah.
The devil says...
I am gonna turn off fart magic.
Yes. It's this pregame. I look behind the curtain of pregame. Turning off noises, talking about...
Let me ask you
useless
something.
Shit, go ahead.
Do you think that the only way to get famous nowadays is to scribble on your face?
Like tattooed like that?
Yeah, but they gotta be real shitty tattoos.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Just stupid hieroglyphic stuff, random placement.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like anything stupid gets you famous for a short amount of time, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
look at that girl who created pink. Do you ever see it? I don't know if you ever saw it. It's called Pink Sauce.
oh, I've seen pink sauce.
Yeah, but this is for chicken.
Okay.
It looks like Pepto-Bismol.
Great.
Would you put that on your chicken to eat it?
No, how's it get there?
She makes it. At the time she
No,
made
how's it get pink? I mean,
Oh, I don't know. Whatever she adds to it and like a milk, it's like a ranch-based dressing or something.
weird.
And so she got some kind of internet fame from it and then decided to try to mass produce.
But it's bright pink.
Yeah, it's like...
Because I mean, if you make
Pepto-Pink.
like a whatever tomato sauce, and
Not
you
like
add
a
some
vodka
cream to
sauce,
it,
no.
it gets pinkish, but it's not.
No, this is
Yeah, what would it even do? Beet juice?
crime against nature.
Beet juice?
I don't know what she
It's
put
got to
in it.
be to get it that real.
With milk? Would you eat milk, beet juice with milk? Well, whatever it is, she made this sauce.
Yeah.
Skyrocketed to some kind of fame, I guess, like internet fame, but not real fame.
Mm-hmm.
And then she decided to try to produce it herself without any FDA approval. So then stuff was getting to customers spoiled
Nice.
because you're sending milk through the mail.
Yeah.
And then, in the interim of her internet fame, spending her money. So you get some of your views, you get a million views, you get your money, spending.
Sure.
I mean, so now this thing is in the crapper, and now she's got to go fund me because she can't feed her kids.
She could feed them spoiled milk.
Or sell all that horse shit you bought.
I mean, if you get pink yogurt, what's the big deal? Still good for you, right?
Yeah, but I think it's that
Got
time.
acidophilus in it.
I think it's the time from when it spoils to yogurt. That's the gray area. So, like, the other part of it, the first...
She's still making money on the
no,
GoFundMe?
No.
No?
I went and looked because I was curious. So she has $100,000 to feed her kids. $825.
Mm.
So nobody's buying her bullshit.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's it. You get the meteoric rise, right? And then you either kind of float away or you hit the ground spectacularly.
Yeah. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard just to do it the right way.
You'd think, but nobody's paying attention if it's the right way.
Well,
They're
nobody
all-
would know if she was going to get FDA approval or whatever.
Right. You take your time.
Yeah.
Right. You say, hey, I got this pink sauce, I'm going to sell it, and then you go and you do all the research to get it, and maybe then you take your money and don't buy fancy
You get
cars.
you get a bunch of orders. You say, "Oh my God, we've had such a rush of orders, we can't keep up with the production. Just hang on, we will fill them."
Right.
And in the meantime, the paperwork's going through or whatever, the inspections have to be done, and then you start sending shit out once you got the approval.
But I think there's that
But you
other...
still got the cash in your pocket.
Right, but the other part is you have to build the facility. You can't make it in your kitchen.
Well, yeah, there's that.
That's...
Yeah, you can't.
So what I mean, I think you have to go, hey, I got this pink sauce idea. Now let me find some angel investors or whatever. Not
Sure.
just because you're racking up the views and you're taking in the money, you're spending that money, and then you say, well, I'm just going to make this.
All right.
It's not like you're making a baseball hat.
You just don't like her on all fronts. You don't like that it looks like Pepto-Bismol.
Check.
You don't want that on chicken.
Check.
You don't like that she didn't get the proper
Check.
approvals. And now she's begging for money.
Check.
All right. Should we
Yeah.
just go beat her to death?
No, let her
Take care of it?
Stars will burn out on their own.
Let her start.
Yeah. All of a sudden she'll be panhandling that pink stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe
it's a
she could-
crime against nature when you look at it.
Yeah.
Even taking Pepto-Bismol is disgusting.
What if
That serves a purpose.
what if you're just really high? But then again, it's good timing, right? With the Barbie movie.
Now, but yeah, it was a year before.
No,
You know.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then she's arrogant.
She was before her time, that's
she's
all.
arrogant in the process. All that shit.
Right.
All the parts that she did everything wrong.
Well, if you're going to be any type of rule breaker, you're arrogant, right?
Right. To a point.
Well, you think you're getting away with it, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Drive it like you stole it or whatever. Act like you own the place, whatever it is.
Or whatever. Yeah.
They let you in if you belong. Act like you belong there.
Yeah.
One of those things.
All of the above.
Right. Dude, this is 29.
No, it's 30.
30?
It's 30.
30.
Your notes are shitty.
I didn't put any of that on there.
That's why.
I keep it blank so I can pull out.
That's your
different things.
arrogance. You don't want to keep track.
That's right.
Son of a bitch.
I keep track once I go to my computer and go, damn.
30. 30 weeks of this.
Yeah.
Not 31 weeks because we missed a week.
Did we miss a full week?
I think so.
I thought we missed a day. 2 days.
Okay.
We caught up.
All right.
We had a couple false starts, but yeah. So we're over 30. But hey,
Whatever. We're not getting paid for this, so
Right.
suck it if you don't like it.
nobody gives a fuck.
Start donating money if you want this shit on time.
Get us a staff or an intern.
If you can make us more money than I can get on OT or he can get from playing side gigs, then we'll be on
Yeah,
point.
that's right. But
And
I,
you can always donate to
Yeah.
talkingontoilets@gmail.com.
yeah, I don't know how they would donate to us, but you can donate.
Whatever. We'll get in touch. We'll set up a Venmo.
Hopefully one of them princes will.
I guess set up a Venmo with that.
Yeah.
How about that?
Or one of those cute scan codes. Scan this and donate.
We're better off with a skank code.
Maybe that guy, the Prince guy, will donate.
Now I'm getting hot. This coffee's
The guy with
Taking
wearing
it
a
up a
sweatshirt in
notch.
August. That doesn't help.
it's not August inside though.
It's like June inside, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a little warm in here.
Well, we're colder because I had it set to like 72.
Gotcha. Dude, I have the notes from we were talking about yesterday about dentists and how much they were a nightmare. I was my guy.
It's just a different time.
You just think they didn't know any better? Bedside manner's still bedside manner.
I guess. I mean, yours was more bedside manner. Mine was just pumping me full of drugs.
I wish I was.
Sweet air, dude.
Sweet air.
What was in that?
Probably some kind of like a CO2
Morphine or
something.
what?
Yeah, carbon
Yeah,
dioxide,
I
whatever.
don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
whatever's in Whippets, probably.
Yeah.
My dude just came in a windowless room. Windowless.
Yeah.
That made it even more frightening.
Mm-hmm.
And just, I don't even know if there were words between
Right.
the hand and the mouth and the jamming of a needle.
Just rips your lip down.
Yeah. Bang.
Nice.
Pock.
Yeah.
And like I said, he was a cross between the doctor from Cannonball Run and Mengele.
Nice.
Fucking douche. And then his daughter took over the practice, and she didn't have any bedside manner either. Now, my dentist is sweet as an angel. She's,
Nice.
to come in,
She's tender,
she is
loving.
a lovely Polish lady.
Nice.
She comes in, she gives you a little numbing gel, then gives you just a little bit of numbing medicine, fast acting.
Yeah, it takes like 20 seconds.
Yeah, they crack some knuckles.
They throw
whatever,
that
get
shit
you
in your
this-
mouth. They're
Yeah.
like, I'll be right back. They go walk around. Hey, how you doing? They come back and you're then they
Gave you
pop it in there.
the full dose.
Yeah, maybe they didn't have that precursor before.
Maybe. Or they just didn't want to waste the money.
There's that. But I'm sure they billed for it.
Right.
Anyway.
But oddly enough, though, when I was looking, just looking at news today, there was one about a dentist
Okay.
who killed his wife on a safari.
Mm.
shot her in the face, and then
Accidentally.
tried to make it that way.
Yeah, sure.
And then I guess he strong-armed the locals out there in Africa to make it seem like it was an accident. They deemed it an accident.
Paid it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's collecting insurance cash.
Made a retirement donation.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
To the
gotcha.
Elephant Fund or whatever's out there.
Sure.
So then he comes back to the States 6 years.
The hey, would you like a front door on your hut fund?
Yeah. How
Yeah.
would it feel to have heat or whatever?
They don't want heat.
AC, whatever.
Yeah.
How would you feel to have a fence so a lion doesn't eat your kid?
Yeah, that's always
Whatever
good.
it is. So he comes back to the States, whatever, living his life, of course, with his girlfriend that he's had the whole time with his wife.
Mm.
And they finally pinch him. But not only did he shoot the old lady, made it look like an accident, which wasn't an accident, collected whatever insurance. Prior to that, he shot his own thumb off to collect insurance.
Really?
Yeah,
That's going pretty far.
like $5 million. Right.
$5 million for a thumb?
Yeah. I need thumbs. Pinky, maybe. I need my thumbs. You took my thumbs, John. What
Yeah,
else?
you can't really do much
No,
after that.
You're just a Simpson.
I mean, you could drive, right?
Yeah.
You could maybe shift gears.
You can't hold a pencil, right? Or you're going to hold it
Ooh.
like one of those kids with the helmet in your class. You're not going to.
Yeah,
Articulate.
it'd be hard to use your key to open a door
Yeah.
because your knuckles would be hitting the side.
Yeah. I'd say you lose a pinky. I don't know if the pinky's worth $5 million.
No. What do you think it goes for?
Pinky?
1.2?
Pinky, probably 200 grand.
200 grand?
You can function for a long time without pinky.
Yeah, I guess you could do all this articulation.
Yeah.
Okay.
You use that thumb, you're Simpsons. That's what you are.
Yeah.
You're fucking useless. But then they go even further into the records, and he's duping medical insurance. This cocksucker
Mm-hmm.
putting you out, he firmly believed you should be asleep for your dental procedure,
Of course.
then would proceed to do the work and then add like a pinhole into another tooth.
Ah.
So that,
became a cavity.
and then a root canal
Mm-hmm.
for some big bucks.
Right.
Wow.
I always tell my dentist if they recommend a root canal, I just say pull it.
Now, I've had 2 root canals, and with my angel, I fell asleep
Okay.
during them. They were so peaceful.
Oh, that's nice.
Except for when you wake up to the smell of bleach, because they put bleach in it.
That ain't bleach, brother.
I don't know what it was. nobody was buttoning their pants up.
What is her name? This dentist.
She's a old lady. I think.
Yeah, until the lights go out on you.
She's a lot of forehead. But that goes with the territory.
She could be very Jamie Lee.
Oh. All I know is I dozed off, and then I awoke to the smell of bleach.
Oof.
Because I guess they dip something in bleach to burn out the rest of the root
Okay.
and to cleanse it.
Yeah.
But it's a frightening smell when you fall asleep, when someone's washing your mouth out.
Yeah.
But like I said, she's a delicate dentist.
She's a delicate mouth rapist.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
yes. She fucked,
Yeah.
she fucked my mouth with care.
With love.
Yes,
Yes.
she might have smiled. I don't know. You got so much shit in your mouth to keep it open, you can't see anything anyway.
Oh yeah. You know what makes me fucking gag? Having any sort of gauze or anything in my mouth?
That's not gauze.
No, it is.
She spelled balls wrong.
I spelled tampon wrong.
Yeah, mouth tap on.
I was
Oh, they're
probably
worse.
a little kid and screaming, and my parents just shoved a rag in my mouth when I was a kid.
Like a
and now,
hostage.
yeah, and now I just traumatized by it. So every time, like, even if a paper towel touches my tongue, I start to gag. I can't do it.
Oh man,
Yeah,
what about chewing on some tin foil?
yeah, I could do that all day long.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
just the dry,
I could
scratchy on your tongue makes me
couldn't.
want to go. Bleh!
I can do that.
Yeah.
Like my buddy, he got some. He'd be traumatized. Like my buddy grabbed a sandwich from like Wawa or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's driving down the road. You know, he grabs it to take a bite. He's like, and I guess because they pre-sliced the meat, the little paper layer they left it, and he was like traumatized. He's like, I don't think I could ever order a sandwich again.
Yeah. I know somebody who used to order McDonald's apple pies all the time.
Oh.
And so he would order it and then crack the end off of it and grab it in one hand and just whip it so all the filling would fly onto the ground. And we were like, well, what's the point of that? And at one point, He had bitten into it, and it had a core or a stem in it.
Really?
Yeah, and since
Oh.
then he can only eat the outside. And I'm like, it's garbage.
Then don't eat it. Skip it.
Order something else.
Yeah. Didn't they have cherry pies at one time?
Maybe it was a cherry pie.
They had cherry pies.
Did you were you into fruit pies when you were a kid? Oh man, they're so good
They
with
were
that
the best.
glazed nonsense on the
Yeah.
top.
Just you
Yeah.
feel the sugar just rush through
Oh,
to your
yeah.
face. You're like,
Yeah, yeah,
dude, those cakes were the best.
yeah.
And those other ones, those big
It
chocolate
was kind of
ones.
like a sweet empanada.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or they were like
a crusty cream before there was crusty cream.
it was like or the ones that came in a little metal container, like they looked like a little pie.
Metal container.
Well, it looked like a little pie pan. And it was like a long pie. It was like this. I think they still sell them tasty. It
Really?
looks like a pie with a metal pan underneath it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never experienced such a thing.
Go look at them. You'll see them.
Okay, and here we go, folks.
Googling pie.
I'm a googling. Do I even have glasses? That's the question. All right, what am I
Those of
looking
you
at?
listening, just-
Tasty cake?
I think it's tasty. Pie.
Lemon.
Yeah, right there.
This guy
Yeah.
in the middle,
Get a look at that.
but it's in a wrapper.
No, but inside there is a metal container.
Hmm.
Oh, no, that's not the one. Nope, that's not the
No,
one.
can't be. Sold at Walmart, by the way.
It looks like a box, like a small box. What's that one right there? Wait. What's the cherry pie right there?
This guy?
Yep.
It's definitely more square looking.
Because this thing is a square. Yeah, there it is. But they're metal. So it looks like a little pie.
But I got to see it in
The metal.
metal. My typing so bad. Images.
Some bitch? Like down there, there's the square pies. You could see it.
Yeah,
up
it
there.
just doesn't show it opened up.
You gotta show it.
So it's got to be this guy,
Yep.
right? Because it's
Mhm.
got this sort of
It's like a little box.
trapezoid shape.
Yeah, there. But you probably can't see it, but that's the.
This one in the
That's-
middle here,
yeah.
right? Look at this with the fancy strip of chocolate in the
Wow.
middle. Woo!
That's good shit.
That's good living. Oh, the lemon.
Now you.
Oh, the lemon.
Now you can't. 'cause-
Bring on the lemon, my brother.
Now you can't, cause you're. Gotta fucking watch what you eat.
Yeah, it sucks.
Right there. Look. Oh,
Oh,
there it was the metal
where?
right there. One over.
Here?
Yeah, look. There's the
Oh,
metal.
I see. It's got like a little. Yeah, I got you.
Just like Mom would make.
Just the mom wouldn't make shit like that.
Your mom never made pies? My mom never made pies.
No, my mom never made pies or
Cakes?
baked goods. Maybe cakes.
Your mom never
We
made.
did bake the box cakes,
Your mom
but
never
not
made-
scratch stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My mom never baked pies. She baked cookies at Christmas. Homemade dozens and dozens of cookies. At
Yeah,
Christmas.
cookies are different though.
Now, Lisa's mom,
She's a bacon fiend.
German. She
Okay.
makes me the best apple pie every year.
Okay.
That's my birthday pie.
Nice.
Nice apple pie with raisins.
Mm.
Good living.
Mm.
Homemade. I don't know if she makes the crust. I don't think so.
No,
I think she used that one time. I think,
it's a lot of work.
yeah. Now she just does what she does. Still puts the love in the pie.
Yeah.
Love.
You know who used to be a big cake maker?
Who?
My my neighbor, ML.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't know. I'm still waiting on a flan.
Whew.
I threw
Don't
down,
hold your breath.
I threw down a tres leches as if it came down from heaven and was presented.
Well, you know,
I'm gonna go in there.
some people are givers and some people are takers.
I'm
Let's
just gonna go
put
in
it
there
out
one day
that
and
way.
just take all the ingredients.
I'm
out
gonna
of the
time
house
code this and I will email it
to
to her so she knows.
Yeah, you're on blast.
Yes.
I'm just gonna go into the house
Rent due.
and just take all the ingredients to make one, and just take the deconstructed version, as the fancy people call it.
So fancy.
I mean, We missed that. Like, it's funny because all that stuff's now you can't eat it all the time because you're. But like when you're a kid, who cares? 50 cents, go get yourself some cake.
When I was a kid, my dad worked at a Geno's Chicken, which was basically it's a KFC knockoff.
Right.
So I ate a lot of chicken, fried chicken, when I was a kid.
It's like a McDowell's of chicken.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys, he'd bring home chicken?
Or a Kennedy fried chicken.
Yeah. He would just bring
Yeah.
home chicken.
Yeah.
What do we have for dinner? Chicken.
Gotta have some more greasy chicken.
My grandparents used to run a snack bar.
Oh,
like,
yeah?
In a flea market.
Okay.
So I'd go to like one of those places with them and the distributor, and they'd buy like, a couple dozen hot dog rolls and 500 fucking hot dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And sit around whatever flea market was up north. I don't even know, near Belleville, Nutley area.
Okay.
That's not Collingswood, is it? What's up there?
I think that's south
Yeah. I don't know, whatever it
of
is.
us. Yeah.
But I just remember having to hang around there. And
I got some badass pickles at Collingswood the last time I went there.
When's the last time you went there?
A couple years ago,
Still got them?
I guess.
No, I met you.
Oh, do I still have the pickles? No.
You can get,
How long does a pickle last?
I don't know, it's a brined, right? How long does it
Yeah, I guess.
brine last?
Well, the brine can last, but I don't think the pickle will.
I thought it was like an embalming for vegetables.
You lay it down to rest.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, you go and you see a heart in the embalming fluid. You can go to one of those farmers markets. They always got guys selling pickles.
Sure, pickle guy.
Yeah, but they want too much money.
Mm.
The commercial pickle, a little cheaper. But now you're dealing with
But you
the
can't get the fancy flavors.
No.
No.
You get straight up.
Yeah, these had some interesting ones. So I had basically a 5-gallon bucket
Mhm.
of pickle slices of each flavor.
Right.
And you just taste them.
You went in there? You can go in there with your hand?
No, they give you toothpicks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you got to stab like you're bobbing for apples? Bobbing for pickles?
I don't think that there's that much juice in it. I think it's
Okay.
mostly pickle
Okay.
because they don't want you doing that.
Your
Yeah.
face in.
Yeah. Maybe they took it out. I don't even remember. It doesn't matter. There was a bucket of pickles, and
Right.
they gave you samples. And then you buy which ones you like.
And then
It's
you
good.
pay top dollar for custom pickles or whatever.
Custom pickles. They
Uh-huh.
should pay top dollar.
You should.
Somebody put their love and affection into that.
But didn't somebody put their love and affection in Vlasic?
No.
That's like 99 cents.
No.
Well, it's
Those are
machine driven now.
Those are shit anyway. They're all mushy. Who wants that? Who wants a mushy pickle?
Nobody.
Exactly.
It seems pointless.
Yeah.
It seems like you're not putting any effort into this, but your mushy pickle.
Yeah, exactly.
Pushing it against
What is
things.
that yellow color?
That's true.
Yeah.
It does. These things.
Vlasic and the pink sauce lady should get
They
together.
define.
Yeah.
They're spitting in the face of God and nature.
And therefore they should be brought
To justice.
to justice, yes.
String them up.
That stupid pelican or stork or whatever it was.
Pelican.
It was a stork, right? Brought the pickles to people in
Yeah,
their
like the
commercials.
babies.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
baby gherkins.
Yeah.
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 So he should be the one to blame.
No, but he should definitely go down with the ship. Yeah.
Or what if we just get the stork and put him on the front lawn? Send a message.
Buckshot.
Yeah, throw him on that front lawn of Vlasic.
I've noticed for the last couple podcasts we are sending a lot of messages.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if anybody can get through this enough to get the messages and know what they have to do. People,
Changing the world. One stork at a time.
well, they should be. I thought they only drop off babies. Why are they dropping off pickles?
Look, you're buying pickles from a stork and they're bright yellow. There's something wrong with you
The whole-
to begin with as
Thanks.
a purchaser.
How dare you? I just maybe I don't got that custom pickle money. Flashing around, flashing that hot cash for pickles. Garlic habanero salsa pickles or whatever the fuck they make.
Oh man, they're so good.
So this took a weird turn.
Pickles?
Well, we went pickles and cake.
It was we were on a food binge.
I think so. We started with
A road.
McDonald's. We started with your buddy throwing
Food road.
McDonald's around.
No, we started with pink sauce lady.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and we just never got off.
There was a dentist in there.
There was, but that's kind of food related too,
Tooth rot.
right?
Yeah. eating too much sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Then your buddy whipping her. I thought maybe you meant knowing the people that I know you knew.
Oh,
I know that you know that you know. Norton. That he was throwing cars or something.
No,
Like,
just
he'd rip the end off and then you'd pass somebody through.
no, just throwing it on the
apples at
ground,
him.
which was it's okay.
It was dumb.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like asking for the burger and just throw the burger.
It's basically the same thing as the outside of an egg roll, right?
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sweeter, right?
Well, not if you throw the stuff on the ground.
Why don't you sugar to the top too? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
haven't had McDonald's like that in so long.
Yeah. This was in the 90s, so who knows what they did to it.
Yeah, they didn't care.
Could have been some
Talk about
stored juice in it.
talking about sliding an envelope to the FDA.
Mhm.
I mean, when your meat's called pink slime, that's saying something.
Is that how they did it?
That's what they call it.
What was it? That family, the Crocs?
Yeah,
That's them, right?
smart.
Mm.
Because he didn't. It wasn't so much about the burger. It was about the land lease.
Yeah.
That's where he made all his cash.
Yeah, yeah.
He was more of a realtor than he was a. He could care less. I mean, he wanted the hamburgers all to taste the same, but if you watch them make it online, like the manufacturing of that pink slime that they turn into hamburgers,
Yeah.
it's pretty gross.
Well, they taste like it.
Pink slime.
Yeah.
We're back to pink again. Why is pink in food?
I don't know.
Cotton candy.
Well, doesn't chopped meat start out pink?
More red, I think.
I thought they painted that on, that red color.
That's not real.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Should be more brown, you think?
No,
From
pink. Just paler.
Paler?
Yeah, and they do that to make it more appetizing and make it redder.
Like when you buy chopped meat in the store, that's dyed food or whatever?
It could be.
Really?
Could be.
Now I have to think back to when I get game chopped meat. I always think it's more brown, more like dense,
Yeah.
like a darker blood.
Purplish.
Like the blood dried.
The blood.
See, there's something about pink things in food that just don't get along. Pink slime, pink juices.
Mm-hmm.
Cotton candy's stupid. That's pink.
It is stupid. It's the worst
Mm-hmm.
thing ever. It lasts like 4 seconds.
Throw it, it's a good way to tease people. Say he wants some cotton candy, just throw it in a puddle.
Good way to annoy yourself if you're a parent, too.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got 3 psychos in the back of your truck.
Banging at each other.
Yeah.
No,
Come back
but-
here. Come back here.
But a good way to
Running all over
But
some
just a-
stupid fair.
But just fuck with them. Like, hey, you want this? And into a puddle. Just watch it go bye. I mean, that's good parenting too. But
Yeah. You just need a little spray bottle.
yeah,
You liking that cotton candy?
see how good. See how good you can.
How's
Ready
that feel?
and race.
Next time when I tell you to clean your room, you do it.
Now I don't know if a parent ever did it, but that's the height of
a good one.
psychological
That's a
damage
good
right
one.
there. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Or even just bringing one to a fair.
Bringing a kid?
No, a water
Oh,
gun.
yeah. Just to spray people
Yeah, just randomly dousing cotton candy,
and patrons.
breaking hearts. Just see the shit going on in California. Hurricanes hitting California. Global warming. God's wrath. Discuss.
God's wrath. They deserve it.
Getting rid of the land of fruits and nuts.
But that's not true. They shouldn't punish the people for the sins of the other folks.
Of the other people?
Yeah, I was
Shouldn't.
going to say something that I probably shouldn't say.
Probably, but
Yeah.
you don't think God is...
Did you hear my tire screech
Yeah.
when I pulled on the emergency brake?
It was like just right to the edge.
Yeah.
Just like the front tires went over the
Yeah.
edge.
Yeah.
I
I'm
mean...
trying to be a nicer person.
Yeah, well, at this point, why?
I'm closer to death. Might as well make some amends.
Make some peace.
Yeah.
Now, if Billy Graham was alive, he'd have something to say
About California?
about, God's wrath, trying to wipe out California.
Sure.
Figure they're getting floods.
Yeah, there's just a lot. But isn't it mostly just this LA-centric weirdness out there?
I think so.
I think as you get, because you lived out there.
Mhm.
When you drive a little bit north, like an hour, all of a sudden it's farm country.
right.
Yeah.
But then you got to deal with weird farmers. I'm sure there's some backwoods people when you get way up north.
But when you're talking about Billy Graham complaining about
Yeah.
California, you're not talking about
No.
farmer weirdness. You're
No, we're
talking
talking about
about
L.A.
at a LA.
Hollywood. We're talking about that one little spot
Yep.
where he'd be happy if it just kept flooding.
Yeah.
What's that,
If
you know?
it became a Tool song.
Right.
Yeah.
Arizona Bay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly.
Do you like them still?
Still?
I don't like them anymore.
At all. It's just
I mean,
done?
I can't. It's hard to listen to.
Like, I can't listen to anything new.
No, I don't even know if I can listen to anything really old. I think there's like 2 albums I can listen to.
Enema?
That one.
Yeah.
And
That one's solid all the way through.
I think it's either the one right before it. Is that Undertow? Whatever that is.
There was what, Sober Than Undertow, or Undertow and Sober?
Yeah, whatever. The second one, and then the.
There's a thing about bands in 3 albums.
Sure.
And then after that, it gets kind of shaky.
Right. You're not. Are you supposed to move forward? Are you supposed to stay the same?
What do you think it is? Do you think it's because if they get a little bit of popularity now, they're on the road a lot and they don't have as much time to sit and write? Or, which shouldn't be the case in a band like Tool because they put out an album every 7 years or something.
Right. There should be plenty of material.
Right. Yeah, like Boston. They should have 2 fantastic albums,
Yeah.
but they have 1.
That one amazing album
Yeah.
and a bunch of
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I don't know. It's just
it's like curse. Like it's like they've used all their good brain.
all right, let's say who was kind of solid all the way through.
Every record.
Yeah, I mean
Mm.
the Beatles and Stones. You could argue. I mean, you can't say that there were no hits on all of those.
The Stones more than the Beatles, right? Or the Beatles rather more than the Stones. I think the Stones
The Stones were a little shaky,
get a little weird in there, a little
right?
not weird,
but they always had something on each album,
right.
right?
But then again, once a person becomes a fan at record 3, like say they're the dedicated fan, then that band can do no wrong.
I don't mean sales. I mean actual
No, I mean people who like
listenable songs. Yeah,
it. For a person who doesn't listen to it every day, like say you're not in love with the Stones,
yeah.
you can find the faults. But is the guy
Okay.
who's now a diehard fan because he's heard the first 3 records and love them, number 4 is perfect? Or
Well,
or
I
is
don't
he
think so.
rational?
I mean, if you go all the way into the Steel Wheels era and stuff,
I mean, but even Rush, you get to Rush, it gets pretty loose.
it started off pretty loose.
Loose, tight, and then it got loose again.
They were trying to branch out.
Right. But I guess a good song's a good song, but they didn't have
Yeah,
this-
but I think they were. Say what you want about them. If you look at an album sense,
Mhm.
maybe not so
No.
good, but the Stones had at least a decent tune on every album.
Probably.
Yeah,
Maybe, yeah. I would think so. I don't know their whole catalog inside and out.
I would think. I mean, I don't.
Right.
They have so many songs that you hear on the have heard on the radio forever.
You can't be around for 50 years and
Couldn't
not.
all be on one album.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
The Beatles, obviously.
right.
I
Now-
would say Allman Brothers.
When you think
solid
about
all the way
when
through.
you think about the Beatles, it's a short time span though. A lot of records in a short amount of time. Was it only 7 years from
Not just a lot of records, a lot of styles of
Mm-hmm.
music in those records.
In a short amount of time.
Yeah, it's a crazy ride.
Sure.
Yeah.
You think about it.
Well, that's why they're looked at as the best band ever, because they did shit that nobody else did.
Right.
Pioneers.
Mhm.
Right?
There was
Whether
no,
you like it or not, you know.
there's no blueprint.
To me, it's always like when McCartney writes something, there's always some character in it,
Right.
you know, and it can get a little corny lyrically,
Mm-hmm. For sure. But that's him.
but you'll remember it forever.
Right.
Right.
He wasn't.
He likes characters.
He
It's
wasn't
very
as
strange.
serious as he's like
Right.
a story writer,
Yeah.
whereas John Lennon was more of the real writer, I guess, or whatever you want to call
Right.
it,
Yeah. I guess different subject matter.
the factual writer. The other guy was story time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could express the same thought without a character in it,
Sure.
right?
The character thing is almost more like country music, like that old country music. That was character driven.
I miss old country. I never really liked it, but when I hear new country, I miss old country.
Mm-hmm.
If I hear that Rock Me Mama song one more time, I will stab somebody.
Wagon Wheel.
Whatever that
But
is.
that's an old country song.
Is it?
It was redone.
How old?
How long? 70s?
Yeah.
80s? I don't know.
They should have never dug that thing up. They should have
But-
left it buried.
A lot different than what that thing is. They
Yeah.
they homogenized it.
Oh, okay.
There was more harmonies, and it was a different thing.
More pedal steel.
More country-ish,
Yeah,
backwoodsy.
yeah,
And they made it into that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sing-songy
Yeah,
crap.
but old country told stories, right? Because that was the big joke, right? About my pickup truck, my car, my
Right.
girlfriend, whatever. But that was story music. So, I mean, that's for Paul McCartney more than the blues. Maybe that's more where he got his ideal to write stories.
I guess. But putting a character in it is different than talking about your pickup.
Right.
You know, saying,
Mhm.
Maxwell's
Right.
pickup truck. It's like, why'd you need Maxwell in there?
I don't know. Why did he?
Yeah.
It just fit with the song, I guess.
Exactly.
But, I mean, like, yeah, they didn't have a blueprint. Like, bands that came after had their blueprint then.
They did in the beginning, in the early 62-ish
Right.
era stuff, right?
Mhm.
That was kind of their poppy blueprint.
Right. But, I mean, like, something like Frank Zappa, that's fan-driven only. They didn't have hits,
No.
ever.
No.
Valley Girl, it wasn't his, it was his kid's, right? He wrote it for her.
I guess.
My Guitar Wants to Kill Your Mama, maybe. Not a hit,
Mm-mm.
but palatable. But
Wasn't that Dweezil's? Was that Dweezil?
No, it's his.
That's his?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. But now, but to the people who became fans, nothing is wrong. You know, everything's good.
Yeah, but they're...
Chic Your Booty's a perfect album.
There's the sheep.
To
They're
them.
the sheep.
But that's what I mean. Once they're into the system, it's hard to say to them, "Come on, there's really no good songs on that record." No, there really is. Yeah, I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But 33 is the curse, right? Well, what happened to Metallica? 4, right? 3, and then Injustice for All.
3, and then that bass drum. Fucking
And they took that poor guy's bass sound out of that
Bob
record.
Rock. Just want
Oh no, that Black album. But I meant
to crush his feet. with a
Injustice
cinder
for
block.
All. Whatever, Injustice for All. Did he produce that one too?
Yeah, I think that was his
Too.
beginning stamp. That's
Oof.
when that clicky bass drum came in,
Oof.
and they buried Jason Newsted's bass.
That poor bastard took a load of shit just for being a person.
I don't know. What can you do? I don't know the guy. Maybe he's a dick. Maybe he's not. Maybe
It
they're
doesn't
just-
sound like it though. He seems.
Maybe they were just grieving over the loss of Cliff and
And
had
they
to
were-
take it out on somebody. And
They were
you know,
children.
it's like a relationship, right?
Mhm.
Somebody goes through a bad breakup, and the next person they date pays for it. Yeah.
And he hung in because he wasn't stupid.
Well, it's a paycheck.
Right.
It's a serious paycheck.
Right. And a
Right.
good time.
Yeah.
They were young too, right? They weren't that old.
No, that happened really early, right?
Third record, right? Right after
recording,
Masters.
recording the fourth, I would think, right? Writing it.
Well, I think they were touring on Master of Puppets, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they weren't that old. Lars Ulrich wasn't.
None of them were.
All right. But he was
Right.
real young.
Yeah.
So, of course, they beat him up. They hazed him for years.
Yeah.
But there had to be some kind of moment where we're like, we got to stop this. Or they didn't until after he left.
Probably.
Weird, though.
Which part?
Just beating the hell out of a guy for that
Hazing
long.
somebody?
Well, for that long. I get it for a month or two. That was years of just abusing him. But he didn't care because he wanted that so bad. I mean, would you put up with bullshit for that long? Or
Depends how many zeros are in that check.
right, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, was he just a salaried hired man at that time? Probably.
I would think. I mean, you get royalties for playing, and you get
Well, he
royalties for recording.
but maybe
But
not.
if you don't have writing credits, you don't
No.
really get good money.
I think he's just salaried straight through.
Then that's a shitty deal.
Right. But they might have given him a lot. You know what I mean?
It could be. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know what's on that paper.
I can probably think that his house compared to James Hetfield's house is a little big difference.
I think the number of houses is the real difference.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that too.
yeah. The number of acres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Distance
the number of
between.
ranches you own.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But that's a third record, 3 records, and then it got wonky.
Yep.
But I would think if you get to 3 records, you should be doing okay. Instead of 1 record and you're out.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know. I mean, like, even though hit wise the Crows dropped off, but their albums were always solid.
Right.
They're always good.
Right. But that's what I mean. Is that because you're a fan of them at that point?
No.
You
It's
like what
because
they
they're
do?
actually good songs.
You like what they do. It's not mass appeal, but it's still you like what they do. That's when you're a fan.
Look, if they wrote shit, I would say it sucks.
And you would go
Right?
away.
I do it with Metallica. I hate
Mhm.
anything past
Master of Puppets.
2/3 of And Justice for All.
Yeah, I don't even know
Yeah.
if I like that record.
Yeah, exactly.
Same with, like we said, with the
Well, Blackened is cool,
with the Tool.
right?
Right. Yeah. No, there's a couple songs
Dyer's
on
Eve
there.
is pretty cool. You know, it's
It's a long record.
it is, but it's like the missing link, right, between what they were and then where they went.
What they became.
Yeah, and once they started all that Bob Seger, Thin Lizzy cover stuff.
Yeah, because their
Fuck off.
first set of covers were Diamond Head and Fade.
Yeah, but
and-
they were
yeah.
awesome.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. They were
Yeah.
good, like
Yeah,
these obscure. Some of it was obscure, some of it
obscure
was
stuff
heavy.
that they reworked and
And
it made it their own, and
Right.
it was great. Yeah,
Then all of a sudden it was pop music.
yeah.
Then there was Lou Reed.
Oh boy, that's not even.
Yeah, that's a little.
I might vomit.
I'm just saying, it's like.
That's bad shit.
But at that point, they were so successful. Why not? Right?
I'd rather get my colon probed than listen to that
By them or by the
by
doctor?
by a string of dudes.
Like, listen, we can either we're all gonna
You
probe
can either
you,
listen to Lou Reed or let him.
probe me. You don't like him at all?
Lou Reed?
At all?
Like Walk on the Wild Side?
Eh. Sweet Jane. Or
I mean,
whatever?
no, Sweet Jane's garbage. Walk on the Wild Side had its little attraction because when I first heard it, I was probably 8, and it was talking about giving head.
Right.
So I was like, hee hee
But you're
hee,
getting head from a guy.
hee hee hee. You don't know that when you're 8. It's like knowing that Rob Halford was gay. You had no idea. You're just like, he's wearing leather and riding a motorcycle.
But then you have to go back and listen and go, ooh.
Yeah.
You don't have to change your stance. You can still like the song, but now you know what you're laughing at.
Well, it depends who wrote the song, too.
I don't know if I liked any of that Andy Warhol section of
The
music.
Violent Underground.
Yeah.
Violent?
Velvet Underground.
Velvet.
Violent Underground.
And Nico's stuff. And
Yeah, it got weird, and I didn't like I didn't like the Talking Heads when that art movement came out. I wasn't a fan.
just wasn't our thing, man. That whole
Right.
CBGB's thing was not.
Yeah. I mean, but some stuff came out of it. I like the Ramones,
Yeah, some.
Blondie, some,
Okay.
not a lot.
And then how long did it take for Blondie to stop all that stuff and go pop?
Pretty quick.
The next
Once-
day.
Once she got the check,
The next day.
once that
All
guy
of a
said,
sudden there was Heart of Glass and yeah.
once that one guy said, "You don't need all this. Here's a nice check to
Yeah.
leave this scene
Yeah.
behind."
What is all that about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like David Bowie?
That's a lot of hit and miss for me.
Right.
A lot of hit and miss.
There's people that love him. I didn't love him.
I was lucky enough to have a job where I didn't do much work.
Okay.
And I would go to YouTube and I would just like listen to somebody's entire catalog over a night.
That's tough.
Maybe not the entire catalog,
But a lot.
but a lot of it to really say I do or don't like it. And his, maybe I like 30% of it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I didn't get some of it either.
No,
Same with Queen. Didn't like Queen.
Queen, I would make it a higher percentage. I think they write better songs.
32%.
No, probably more like 50-50. But it depends.
Right.
I think they got better as they went on. I think The Game was a stronger album than the earlier stuff. Even though Sheer Heart Attack is a better song,
Right.
it's a cooler tune. And Dragon Attack and stuff like that.
Sure, those are okay songs.
I mean, out of their catalog. What else you got?
I like
Fat Bottom Girls.
No.
I just heard that got pulled from a playlist because it says Fat Bottom Girls.
but
It's
they're
fat shaming. It's about a big ass.
mix the rock and roll. I mean, it's working for Lizzo, right? She's making the rock and roll go round.
It's about a big ass. It's got nothing to do with being fat.
Right.
It just means what? It's another way.
And if anybody knew anything about asses, it's probably Freddie Mercury.
I'm gonna say he didn't write that.
I think he might.
I'm gonna
have.
say it was the drummer wrote that one.
I thought maybe he wrote it as a beard, as the kids call it.
No, I think the drummer wrote that one.
But I was just never a fan. I like the Hammer to Fall. That's the only song I like.
Okay, you like late stuff.
That's the only song. No,
That's the only song.
I don't like Queen.
Okay,
I don't know if it's the voice. I don't know.
the harmonies, Killer Queen stuff.
But they're
doesn't-
great harmonies. But I
They're-
don't
yeah.
know. But I don't know if I appreciate it.
Killer Queen didn't do anything for
Mhm.
you.
But like I like the Jellyfish. I like them better than Queen.
Um,
They're a good descendant of Queen.
yeah,
I like that band a lot better. I don't know what it is.
I don't like them either.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's Brian May, the smugness, the astronaut shit. I don't know what it is.
Great guitar player though.
Sure, they're all as musicians.
Yeah.
Like the sum is greater than the parts, or whatever that is. But
Mm-hmm.
when I hear it, I'm like, eh. It's like sometimes when people hear Robert Plant,
Robert.
you're like, oh, more wizards, more lemons. What? Come on. Some people can't stand
You
them.
think people actually judge singers based on lyrics?
Not all. Some.
I don't. I barely even listen to the words of
Really?
a song. Yeah.
Hmm.
Doesn't mean anything to me.
I mean, the melody, just the melody.
I just recently started getting back into Jethro Tull and reading the lyrics. Like I had no idea.
That's story time.
It is, but it's not naming a character.
No,
Like,
it's just
he
story
puts
time.
an actual name on people.
I know.
Eleanor and
Oh no,
Father Mackenzie
You're-
and Maxwell, and
I'm with you 100%.
it's like it never ends.
But
It's just
Jethro
like,
Tull is big time story time.
it is, but it's yeah. I mean, it is. Sure.
Is that all because of the piano player? Does that
No.
re-spark your interest?
No. Well,
Were there clues?
that's probably why I started listening to them again. Because once I did the search on them, then they started popping in my feed.
Right. Now they're there.
Yeah.
I mean, I seen them live.
Yeah.
Funny.
But they're, if you listen to their catalog, you might want to stab yourself.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's funny when I got the ticket. It was that it was that newer probably the new, like one of the last records they ever came out with. I don't remember what the name of it was.
Mm-hmm.
If I heard the songs again, I'd say. But I was like, Lisa was like, we should go. Flute.
She's a flautist.
Trite, and she always thought it was pretty neat that he could do the. She
Yeah.
could do that.
Yeah. He talks through it.
Yeah. So I'm like, when's the show? She's like, tomorrow. I'm like, well, I mean, we'll try to get tickets. I mean, showed up at the local record store because that's where you bought tickets, remember?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, 2 tickets for Jethro Tull.
Sometimes you showed up without clothes to buy tickets.
I love that story. I told somebody that story the other day. They didn't know that existed.
Really?
I'm like, you didn't remember the big sign about the naked guy not going into the store?
I once went to a wedding in another state, and they knew the story.
I said to people who went in that store, like, you didn't see the sign that said naked no on the door?
Yeah.
So I go in and I'm like, hey, 2 tickets, Jethro Tull, my good man. And he's like, let me see what I got. He's like, I got 3rd row or 7th row. I'm like, 3rd row. So it was like $35, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Remember, concerts were affordable.
Oh, yeah.
Go down to our seat, and I didn't know what to do. Do you stand? Do you sit? What are we doing? Sat for most of that show in an arena.
Yeah.
Stood up maybe for locomotive breath.
Right.
Do we stay standing? What are we doing? Looking around all
Right.
the other people who are twice as my age, and they all sat down.
Yeah.
Because we're all sitting down for this one.
Bunch of bad hips in that audience.
Yeah. Weird, though, to watch people in the first 25 rows sit down.
Sure.
I had
How weird would it be to be the musicians?
Right. Going, wow.
Yeah.
In an arena at the time when they didn't like sometimes now they black off the arena with
But I
curtains.
guess that probably would have been their entire career, right? It's not really like a get up and dance type of thing.
No,
You know what I mean? It's not a Maceo Parker show,
no, but there's probably a bunch of hippies doing drugs, and
I guess.
I guess do you stand up?
Then
during-
again, you can't see anybody when you're up there anyway.
Do you
All those lights in your face.
do you stand up for a Genesis show? I don't know. Like that band?
No.
Prague?
Let's not. Let's not go there. Is there a difference between a Peter Gabriel era and after?
Yeah, I think a big difference.
Big difference in what?
Peter Gabriel was a whack job.
Suck and suck light?
Suck and suck less.
Because he dressed like a flower?
He dressed like whatever, and his songs were way out there. Then all of a sudden they were gonna write.
Right. Turn it on and Abacab. And
Funny
stuff.
enough though that they were still proggy and weird, but they made them.
Yeah, if you
palatable.
think about Abacab, that whole thing in the middle, that
Yeah.
it's weird.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
some stuff. I wonder if they still play Illegal Emily. Remember that?
Yeah.
I wonder if they still play that one, or did they dump it from the set? It's a hit.
Mm.
It was an MTV video. Remember the other video? The Land of Confusion one with the puppets.
With the puppets, yeah.
Oof,
Madam.
puppets. But the Peter Gabriel stuff was just whacked out. There's a video. There's a concert from whatever year that was, early 70s, whatever.
Right.
And he would do these costume changes, and every once in a while the camera would be towards Mike, the guitar player, Mike, whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
And his look on his face was like, here we go again. His face is just like, it's not even like, all right, we're doing it. We're like, he's like, "Ooh, what the fuck? It's just, what is going on?
Rutherford?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I just know him as Mike and the Mechanics. I forget his name.
Yeah, it just came to me.
But just interesting that he just didn't look like he enjoyed that. He enjoyed the weirdness.
Well, there's probably a reason why they left the band, right?
Right. But I mean,
Did they leave, or
No,
did
he left.
they boot him out, or does he walk?
I think he left on his own accord. And then in came Phil Collins, who just stepped forward from the drums to sing those songs.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a hell of a career for a guy who's not that pretty. He's
It
got,
didn't matter back then.
he's got a hell of a pop career.
Yeah,
all, all that crazy against all odds, and
Yeah,
so weird.
the guy can write pop songs.
Poor bastard's frail as shit now. Sat on a chair this tour.
Yeah,
Couldn't stand for the show.
that's not good.
I think his kid played drums.
See, around 70,
Probably. He said it's all degenerative from the playing.
could be
Disc
compression and all that.
Sitting slouched over all night.
Yeah, well, there was no such thing as restorative health.
No.
In the 1970s.
No.
No.
And
it's
then
just like,
once you get to the point of no return, you're fucked.
you're playing every night. You
That's
ain't got
what it is.
time to go to the gym.
Well, you're going to get a new spine.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's coming, but not yet.
Give pieces.
Right, but imagine you could just put a new titanium spine top to bottom. I think it's all the nerves that's the problem, but
Yeah.
imagine just open you up and,
Just thread them back in there.
yeah, a bionic spine. It'll all get itself back. Or why can't they just shoot a couple stem
It's
cells?
coming. If you could get like a Wolverine skeleton, would you do it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
It's going to be a rough world out there.
Yeah. You could like punch through a car.
Right.
Fuck yeah, give me that.
I wouldn't tell anybody until they took the first swing. They were like, ah.
You don't want to do this.
Yeah, that's right.
Look.
Right.
What do you know, karate?
Just do something stupid. Just
Maybe
do
something a little better than
Just do
that.
something like crush a beer can. You don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I'm a bad man.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he breaks his hand on your head.
Yeah. That was him in one of those movies. He was like a cage fighter.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
I saw that.
It's not fair.
No.
How did he not get a contract? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, he would have been.
Yeah. Would have been champion the first week.
But how would they know? Would they know?
What, if he had a
Yeah.
metal skeleton?
Yeah, they don't X-ray him before the weigh-in. How much did he
You
weigh?
definitely have to do a bunch of physical stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if X-rays have anything to do it, but I would think.
Wouldn't they be curious about how much you weighed? Wouldn't he weigh a lot? With all that metal in him? Or is it like carbon fiber?
We're talking about Comic World, so
That's right. Those fucking idiots.
it could be the hardest metal imaginable, but weigh as much as a feather.
Right.
Yeah,
See, that seems unfair. He
probably though.
He should be slurping around because he's 500 pounds worth of person.
But the legs are also that metal, so
Right.
he can move it around.
But
Here's the thing, though: how can the muscles
Right. Support it.
move all that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No hydraulics in there, right? No.
Right. The muscles aren't metal;
No.
it's just meat.
Maybe it's special meat.
Whoa,
That painted pink meat.
whoa, that Wolverine meat. That's some special stuff.
I guess we're going to call it at that. Watch out for the Wolverine meat. Yes. Would you
Those days are over.
go into a public hot tub?
Like at a resort,
Wherever, yeah.
I've been. Sure.
That human soup doesn't wear you out?
Well, I don't drag the top of it with my mouth open.
But you're going to get some in you.
I definitely would. It's good for your skin.
I don't know. I was just because there's a guy who went in one and then 5 days later died from Legionnaire's disease.
Whoa.
So, I mean,
What is Legionnaire's disease?
I don't know.
Is that like
It's like
a nervous
Bacterial.
condition?
It's like a bacterial disease that spreads through
Like
you.
it eats you up. Now, shit, I was just saying that we didn't Google anything yet
we
this
didn't
episode.
Google, but now we're going to Google about Legionnaire's disease.
Listen to a bitch.
Please hold for this while we figure out what Legionnaire's disease is. Feels bacterial. If I was to guess, bacterial.
Well, it comes from that, but what does it do?
It probably shuts down your whole nervous system, right?
The Mayo Clinic. It's a severe form of pneumonia.
Now I'm hungry.
Lung inflammation caused by infection from a bacteria called Legionella.
Inhaling the bacteria, so you don't even have to drag your mouth.
Inhaling it. So we can go in a hot tub, just don't breathe.
Just don't breathe.
Older adults, smokers, and people with weakened immune systems. So maybe some dirtbag breathed in his face.
Maybe, but he caught it and 5 days later died from a hot tub. Like I'm
gonna say that person was already sick.
I agree, but I'm sketch about those. Like we have hot tubs at the gym. I'm a little sketchy about. There's the guy. Look, there he is. Look,
That's the guy who died.
The guy with the
peace
hat.
sign.
Yeah,
It looks
Look at
like
that. Chop meat.
Chop meat.
Now I'm back in on Legionnaire's disease.
What's
Looks
going on in
delightful.
here?
I guess maybe that's the eye of the storm.
Sure. This is the guy, California man contract. Why can't I speak?
Because you're all
Rest in
hopped
peace,
up.
brother.
R.I.P. pal.
Crazy.
Just when you thought we could do an episode, nobody dying.
No, this is the podcast of death.
The Grim Reaper podcast, folks.
Whew. Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's awful. You go on vacation, or you're trying to get some, and you're like, yeah, I'll go in the hot tub. There's hot bitches in there.
Yeah, next thing you know.
Next thing you know, you're like, "Oi!"
And it's over.
Coughing up chunks of lung. Not good.
No. But that's people. People are disgusting. People walking around all around with the diseases and stuff they
Nature's
don't
disgusting.
tell you. Yeah, well,
What are you gonna do?
it's trying to kill us.
Everything is made to die.
Everything is out there to kill us, probably, right?
Mountains will end up being sand, and yes,
Thanks.
given long enough time frame, everything dies. That's the way it works.
Thanks, Robert Plant. Mountains crumble to the sea and all that stuff.
Yeah.
If the sun refuses to shine.
Or Jimmy.
That's true, too. Who ripped off who?
Jimmy was first.
I think so.
Yeah. That was if 6 was 9, right?
Right. And then, yeah, these are all those silly little last notes.
Go ahead, give me one.
Know who Dave Portnoy is?
Yes.
Smart.
Barstool?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Smartest businessman, you think?
I also know who Mike Portnoy is.
So do I. Drummer.
There you go.
I don't think they're related, are they? I don't think so. Look at this. New Google.
New Google. look at this. It's like back to back. We don't normally hit the Goog this fast.
Right.
Mike and Dave.
Wedding date.
Wow.
Congratulations, Mike and Dave.
Let's see. That would be funny if they were.
Yeah, I don't see anything. How about Mike Portnoy and Dave Portnoy related?
And Bat Mitzvah. Anyway.
Here's the interesting thing.
So tell me all about Dave Portnoy.
Well, he, like you said, he had Barstool Sports, right?
Yeah.
Sold it.
Yep.
$550 million.
Not a bad paycheck.
Not at all. They blew it. The company who bought it blew it.
All right.
Just didn't, whatever. He just bought it back for $1.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
So now he owns Barstool again after making the cash.
Good for him. Maybe
Right.
he'll sell it again to another sucker.
It's like he pulled the string, Like when you were a kid, you put the quarter in the game and you pull it out with the string.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing. He made
I'm saying no.
$550 million and then got it again for $1. And he said he's going to be on a tear for everybody who talks shit about him or something once he's back. Well, because, Barstool was pretty edgy, right?
I never heard about it until
Fair.
after it was over and done with.
Except for the pizza stuff. He did all the pizza tasting stuff or whatever. He's kind of edgy, a little aggressive, whatever. Yeah. But then I think something that was paired with ESPN bought it. Tried to make it nicey nice.
Okay.
I don't think you could do that.
I don't know enough about it.
No.
But
well, now you know about as much as most people.
Yeah.
But he's an interesting guy.
Well, anytime you try to water it down, usually
bad news.
It loses its fan base.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Executives don't know shit.
Nope.
They just think they know how to run a business, which they might. They don't know how to run content.
Right.
When somebody's got something that works, you don't fuck with it. You just keep promoting it the way it is. You just give it a bigger platform so it gets bigger.
Right. Because
you start messing with the foundation of it.
Yeah. Because you have the money, obviously, if you're going to be able to write a check for $550 million. You got the money to grow it or whatever.
Yeah.
Keep it the same.
Of course.
But I saw that. I'm like, damn, that's a smart move, $1. It's pretty good.
I would have sold it the same week. for another cut. I'll give you a cut right. 250 million.
He's going to change like one letter.
Yeah.
No, that's not the one that I sold before. But he's an interesting guy. He's a big gambler, and
I've heard some interviews with him.
Yeah, he's not bad. Him with Theo was kind of funny because he didn't know what to make of Theo.
Yeah, I didn't like that interview.
No.
Because of that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't like when people don't get it. Like, he's too businessman-y for my taste.
He's too jockey, too. He's a big jock, Sports.
Is he, though?
Yeah, he likes sports and that.
He likes sports. He's not a jock.
That's what I mean.
He's a fucking...
know-it-all.
He's not getting on any fields with any professionals anytime soon.
No, never know.
Well, he might. He could afford to.
Yeah.
He may not be walking off.
No.
But he might show up one day.
He did ruin the pizzeria that's not that far from my house. That was great. Because he does this one bite thing.
What's that mean?
He goes into a pizza place.
Yeah.
People write him, say, hey, you should go to this pizza place. It's amazing.
Yeah.
He goes in, he buys a pie, and he takes one bite, and then he
gives a review.
A rating. Say 1 through 10, I think, or 1 through 100, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And he gave the pizza place that's like, it was a nice little secret-y, real old oven, coal-fired, nobody was going.
Mm-hmm.
Gave it like one of his highest reviews.
Yeah.
Like 90-something% or whatever.
Okay.
And it's never been the same. Can't get a pizza.
But that's not ruining it.
It's ruining it for your underground folk. He's not ruining it for them.
It's ruining it for your convenience.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Well,
it's ruining your convenience.
You don't feel that way, like when somebody finds your thing?
I wish somebody would find my thing.
Well,
at least once a week.
I'm sure there's a telescope or something. That could
there's some kind of microscope around. Who's got it there?
Gonna need you to stand on the roof.
Yeah.
We're gonna check something.
Take a bite out of crime.
Or whatever, McGruff. Now, thanks. I mean, you don't. When you find something you like, you don't want it for you or your little group. You don't want it to gain in this massive popularity. That joint that you used to be able to walk in, get your drink, say hi to everybody there because you knew them.
I'd rather it be like that than it go out of business.
Right.
You know,
But then it gets
what good is that?
But you want growth, but I don't think you want that overwhelming.
Whatever.
I don't know. It bothers me. It's my thing.
Is it like you want an underground band to not make any money?
Sometimes. Well, make enough money. Make enough money to stay underground.
Yeah.
Like,
So you're saying we're back to Metallica again?
yeah. If they would have stayed,
Yes.
that would have been great, right?
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, no, I think it was the death of Cliff that
Sure.
I feel like he was the barometer of suck.
Sure. He probably
Yeah.
would pass on a lot of things that weren't
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But then would we, if say he was still alive and he was still in the band, would we be going to see them at Starland?
Maybe, but maybe not. I mean,
I
they
don't
were
think
already
so.
doing arenas.
Yeah, they were pretty huge.
Yeah.
Without radio, without all that
Yeah,
stuff. They were
they-
pretty huge.
It caught on.
Could have the music stayed cool?
You know, maybe they wouldn't be doing stadiums, but who cares?
But they were.
Stadium shows suck.
Yeah. But didn't they do stadiums with Cliff, Castle Donington, and those type of things? Yeah.
But that's like a festival, right?
Right.
It's not them just,
Touring stadiums.
Yeah.
Hard to watch. I watched the stadium show, like a couple videos. Hard to watch. Such a big. It's huge.
It's not good.
It's in the round and it's huge.
Yeah. It's like watching comedy at an arena.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It was
Awful.
it was tough to watch a.
I mean, I like that all these people are getting paid.
Yeah.
They're getting recognized for what they do, but
Sure.
you could try to go see the show, and it's like I paid $160 to hear it just echoing all over the place. Sounds like shit.
And then if you were to pay,
The laughter comes before the punchline comes.
right,
That's great.
that's the worst.
Yeah.
It's amazing that they can't figure it out. They can't figure it out whether it's changed speaker angles or an arena comedy show.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they can't figure out how to stay hungry and write good music.
Well, that too. It's hard to
Right.
be.
Because it's
Well, it's hard to be angry.
Conor McGregor, right?
Right.
When he first started on his rise, he would just go out and he said, "I just spend all the money, so I stay hungry." But then he did the Mayweather thing, and you can't spend that much money,
Right.
right? Even if you buy a distillery, then you sell the distillery and you make more money.
Right.
So yeah, and now he's like, he's always chiming in on somebody's fights,
Yeah, because he can't.
but nobody wants to fight him because they're like,
Right.
you're not the guy anymore.
Well, and the same thing. I mean, you're metallic. You're not angry anymore. It's hard to be angry.
You can't, right?
They went through the death and they got through all that and they're missing.
Even Hetfield said it was hard for him to sing Whiplash
Yeah.
because of the whole bang your head against the stage stuff.
Right.
He's like, I don't know, I don't identify with that anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
He said, "How can you write songs that touch? Are the new songs probably aren't hitting people the same way?
Yeah.
For our age, we're the only people that can afford to go see them up front. Like everybody else is just a witness. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
when you're in an arena, you're in a giant stadium.
Yeah.
What do you guys? You know what I mean?
Yeah, what's the point? Why even go?
Right. You can stay home.
Yeah.
You're watching it on a screen anyway. You're not watching the show.
Exactly.
I mean, they look like.
But if you're at home, you don't get to see the screen. So,
Right. Well, you don't get the energy, right? You don't get the energy of all those people.
and you don't get to see the screen unless somebody's bootlegging it.
Sure.
Which there is
Plenty of that.
plenty of that. Yeah.
Which that's
It's our
where-
whole culture.
Yeah.
Everything's bootlegged. You can't.
It's like everything's under the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that was one of the coolest things probably about the Merciful Fate shows was that the next day he released the show from the day before. That whole tour.
Yeah.
Kind of an
Well,
interesting concept. I mean, he's like, hey,
That's. If you can't beat them, join them.
Right.
Right.
but at least
Why not? I
Right.
mean, they're always on point. So
if you're gonna
why not?
if you're gonna give up 1 million views, might as well be to yourself.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
But it was just I thought it was a great idea that he waited the next day and just released that
yeah,
show.
and then there was a bunch of people who would just release their albums without charging people and
Mhm.
stuff, right? Didn't
'Cause-
Radiohead do that? I think
yeah.
it was one of them.
You two did it against your will.
YouTube did it.
against our will. Well, you don't have an iPhone,
I don't.
but there was a time, or an iPad, or
Oh yeah,
pod-
they would just
they released
download
a
it.
record.
Yeah, download it onto your phone.
It was just
Everybody was
there.
getting a U2 album, right? I
Yeah,
think.
we all got the album.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
And it was a pain in the ass to take off. Like,
Yeah.
so
It'd
I
take
could-
up a lot of space.
no, but it's in there.
Yeah.
You don't want it. It's like a disease. You don't want disease in your
It's
system.
bullshit. It's bullshit.
So I wonder if they actually put that towards album sales. Like, yeah, we sold 4 million records.
How do you even gauge that anymore? You don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You sell songs
Yeah.
at 3 cents each or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
See, yeah, you think about, they have to make well, they don't have to make I mean, you're big in a band, you're touring, so they're making money on that tour. Probably making a boatload of money on that tour.
Sure.
Because that front row is thousands of dollars, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And the only people that can afford are the people who grew up with Metallica. Maybe that guy would bring his kid or whatever, but
Right.
so probably that ring, whatever, however many rows go back, is the money that they make, and then all that shit up in the top just pays for the show. You know, the lighting, the
Yeah, yeah.
vendors, that
Renting the
pays for the
venue and
arena.
all that,
yeah,
yeah.
all that nonsense. $60 tickets are just paying for the overhead,
Right.
but that's their meat and potatoes in the front there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know what they make, but let me look at Taylor Swift. She gave all her truck drivers $5 million, dispersed $8 million, $50 million, some crazy number to all her crew for that tour because they made so much money.
Oh, that's nice of her.
It is.
Yeah.
You probably got a lot of people that would be like, "See ya."
Like me.
You wouldn't pay your crew.
Give them like an extra orange juice or something.
Hey, guys, you take the buffet home.
On the flight. You know, one of those things with a tinfoil top.
Hey, guys, whatever's left over from backstage, take it.
Yeah, it's all good.
Thanks. You guys did great tonight. I don't know. That 18-wheeler ended up in the ocean.
Yeah, I wouldn't get all Lizzo about it. Like, take
Don't take my sandwiches.
take that salami and celery sticks.
Did you take that sandwich out of my bucket? I read that. I was like, what?
Crazy.
That's like, that's egomania at its finest.
Oh, yeah.
Don't touch my sandwich bucket.
Bucket.
I don't know what she eats out of.
Get me a bucket. There's a sandwich trough.
Yeah. I can't picture any other way eating sandwiches.
Do you think somebody holds her hair out of the way? She could just face dive into that
Yeah.
trough of sandwiches?
There's probably a hair guy. Yeah, just scarfing. I danced a lot tonight. Back up.
That poor stage.
Don't put. She fell through once. You never saw that video? She did. She broke a stage once. Did you? You never saw that?
Oh no, but I will now.
Oofa.
I will now.
All right.
Let me tell you.
Stage.
All right, let's see this because this is gonna make me laugh.
Oh yeah,
This is
Good
gonna
stuff.
Make me laugh.
it's gonna be the highlight of your evening.
I bet.
There's some odd noises going on over there.
This is great. Lizzo addresses annoying rumor she killed somebody. Falling through the stage.
Is this the one? Is
funny.
this the one? I hope it is.
Let me turn this off.
Not that. I don't think this is the one.
No, she falls off the stage.
No, she fell through. That's fake.
That's so fake.
But there's a real video where she falls through the stage. She breaks the stage. Unless she spent a lot of money
Let
to
me
scrub
see.
that thing.
Oh, God damn it.
It's got to be
I
there.
fucking hate the world now.
Click on videos.
Yeah.
It's got to be one. It's like a. Right. Is that it?
Falls off.
No, that's Afro Man.
Fell down.
She breaks the stage. It's pretty bad. Have they
Bangs her
scrubbed
head.
Is it that? Have they scrubbed the internet?
Maybe. It's possible.
Yeah. It's either her or a dancer.
She's dressed as a pile of leaves.
He's dressed as a pile.
You ever hear women say that you're like they call themselves a season, like the colors that work for them?
Right.
Oh, I'm a fall.
Yeah. That's all fall.
Oh yeah, that's the entire neighborhood's collection
Oh my
of leaves.
lord.
Oh, she's flouting.
She flouts.
What is this, dude? All right, I'm not finding it, so
It's there. I'll have to find the link for you.
fuck it. I'm not gonna waste all of these listeners' time.
Both of them? Thanks, Mom RP. You're listening up there.
Meh.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna send an email real quick while we're doing this, since nobody's listening anyway.
All right, he's sending an email out to somebody.
To my peeps,
There's another interesting thing I was watching, too, where...
this one goes out to Lizzo. Stay off my sandwich.
Speaking of
bitch.
that, 50 baboons beat up a leopard. In other news, this leopard was getting ready to pounce because there was like 4 baboons. It was a setup.
Okay.
So this leopard was crawling, creeping, getting ready to jump on the baboon he wanted to take a piece out of, and then a gigantic one gets in the way, shoulders him, throws him off balance, and then they all just start putting the boots to the leopard.
Really?
And then more show up. It's like 50
Yeah.
banging on him.
Yeah.
And he walked away. He kicked them off
Really?
and got out of
He
there.
escaped?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably just with his pride a little hurt, but yeah.
Sure.
This is a fucking setup. 50. Took 50 baboons.
And he still got away.
Mm-hmm.
Did he have a black eye?
He's a limp.
Can animals get black eyes?
I don't know. Could they?
Just see the leopard all puffy the next
Yeah,
day.
like, man, what happened to you?
Yeah.
There was like 50 of them.
It broke my orbital bone.
But like when you were like a kid, I don't know, it was like 4 or 5 of them to jump me.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's like there's 50, and his friends are like, yeah, 50. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50 monkeys got you.
I got video to prove it now.
Yeah, come here.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know where 50 baboons hang out. And a leopard.
Lizzo shows.
On or on stage or off stage?
Oh, hey. Oh.
On stage or off stage?
Off to the side there.
Watching?
Yeah, underneath to catch.
Do you think
In
if
case she
you
falls through.
do you think if you had let 50 baboons at a concert, they would pay attention to the show, or they would just go about their business? Like, would they stop for a minute?
They pull out their spectacles and they take notes.
Like, or no,
for
they
when
would
they're
just
writing
like
a blog later.
they're monkeying, stealing stuff,
Monkeying around. Yeah.
whatever they're doing,
Right.
swinging from the rafters. Do you think anybody would just stop? Like, let me get a little of this. What we got going on over there?
Maybe they enjoy it from the top of the arena.
That's what I mean. Maybe Metallica doesn't soothe them, but they're like,
Yeah.
we're gonna get back to monkeying. Well, let's take a minute.
Would they even pay for seats?
No,
They might. They have to get in there somehow.
they got no
right?
pockets. How are they gonna pay for
Right.
seats?
Yeah.
They're going in the back with the roadies, groupies.
going through the metal detector, ushered to their seat,
Right.
and then they just go hog wild.
Like Clyde from Any Which Way But Loose.
Yeah.
It's giving people the finger, punching them.
Right turn, Clyde.
Yeah, I mean, could you make that? You don't make that movie today. You don't have anybody hanging out with monkeys today. Not to that level. Baboons, excuse me, right? Orangutan.
Right. No. I don't think you do.
But I do think the monkeys would take a minute before they got back to stealing stuff.
They would find the food, right?
Yeah.
What
So-
do you think they would go for first? Would they be like into nachos?
I don't know. Like,
Would they go for hot dogs? Would they
they're
grab
meat eaters, so right?
popcorn?
They'd probably go whatever they can get their hands on. Think they drink? The monkeys would get drunk. Just grabbing.
Just orange
tap?
Fanta.
No, from the tap, just grabbing the Bud Light or whatever. Whatever monkeys drink. Corona. Monkeys just facing the.
Yeah. Think they like.
Think it'd be easier to fight a drunk monkey?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
think? You think?
Yeah, a little bit, because they'd be a little bit more off balance. They'd be a little crazier though.
I think so.
But if you ever fought a drunk before, you know they sort of get winded real fast.
Right. So you'd have to
Yeah.
outlast them.
And that would have to be the only way you could really beat a baboon's ass,
But have them drunk.
for him to get winded.
Right. Now, the
Because
idea, though, that
They'll bang you up.
you would think, though, a monkey doesn't get drunk that often, so it would probably hit him pretty hard.
Yeah, you would hope his
True.
liver would just explode.
Yeah.
And you could just,
He would just be in so much pain or puking.
yeah,
You sneak up and
yeah.
what do? Do you go for the body or the neck? Get that windpipe. What do you
Such a
do?
big head, right?
Yeah, and it's got to hurt.
Well, it's all fuzz.
You're not going
right.
to hit that head with your hand and hurt it.
No, I would have to kick it a lot, I think.
I think you're going to have to do genital stuff and
You know, the manipulation.
whatever. You're going to groin pull.
Good monkey.
Yeah.
Good monkey.
You're going to have to false sense of security and then hit him with a chair or
It's
something.
all going to be okay.
I don't even think you could. Like,
Can I introduce you to my dentist?
I don't even think you could. You hit him with like. Remember the those like napkin holders, the metal ones. That,
Yeah.
I don't even think if you hit him with that, it's going to affect that big cabeza.
Those diner style.
Yeah, I think you got to go throat, balls.
Yeah, I don't know. They're just so crazy strong from swinging in trees and stuff like that.
Monkeying around.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I watched the apes in San Diego Zoo.
Mm-hmm.
They just whip around those trees. Their shoulders are like as big as your head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's insane. Yeah, they just pull you apart.
But I mean, that's a non-drunk monk. It's a non-drunk ape. I'm talking about this guy's hammered. He's looking for trouble.
They're a little smaller. They're a little more wily,
Right.
right? More about speed.
Do you think you could hold a baboon in a rear naked choke?
They must have sharp claws. I would think they would.
Right. They would
fuck you
fuck
up.
you up. Right.
Yeah, you're toast.
Yeah, you can't be in close.
No, you need weapons. You're not
We're not even-
going in skin to
We're skin to fur.
Yeah, yeah.
We're not even going to fight drunk monkeys.
No, there's no Marquis of Queensberry rules fighting a baboon. Yeah, he's jacking you up.
Yeah, he's going to, yeah.
Yeah, they got some serious fangs too.
Think he would eat you just to prove a point to the other people around?
He would probably bite your dick off.
Would anybody help? You think everybody would stand and watch him talk to the monkey?
You know, hopefully your lady would be like, no, that's mine. You can't have that.
Yeah. But you don't think another guy would look at this guy's fighting a monkey.
I think another guy would see your dick get chopped off and be like, yeah, I'm out.
We're done.
Sorry, dude.
We're cool.
Yeah, he would start playing taps.
Yeah.
And gathering up the kids.
He's playing taps.
Time to get out of here, kids.
All this over,
I've seen enough.
all this at a Lizzo show. It's a couple friendly monkeys
Yeah.
looting and watching a show.
They get wild, man. They
Right.
get wild. They're crazy.
I just can't. I just imagine the monkeys just stealing pocketbooks and
Well, it depends if it's in Newark.
well, I'm sure it's at the Prudential Center.
Yeah,
Where's
of course.
where it's going to be, or wherever. But I
Mhm.
just picture this monkey these 50 monkeys after they just running amok, taking stuff.
They like shiny shit, right? They'll probably steal some watches and whatnot.
rings and pocket watches.
Yeah.
Back to Zappa.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a way to end the show.
It sure is.
Watch out! Don't fight drunk monkeys.
No, don't do it. All right, folks. That's the end of number 30.
Yes.
See you later.
See ya.
TOT!
Bye.